Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We got our final game here of the group stages for Group B, at least. And it's gonna... nothing is certain still. Nothing is certain other than we know our top 3 teams that are going to be moving on. However, when it comes to the position and where they're going to move on, that is still up in the air. 2 of the teams that are moving on are facing off right here, IG and Loco. Alright, so a quick breakdown. As explained by Beef, I'm just going to go off his word. I'm sure he's right. He's the one, putting this together and everything. So he was stating that if IG wins this, that means they'll get first place going on to the or to the bracket stage, which means you're going to buy that first round. So it's actually very important. So if IG wins, they get first place, and Loco would get third place. Still means they're moving on, but again in the lower seed. However, if Loco wins this, then Loco will get second place, and IG will drop all the way down to third place, actually.
Wow.
So it makes life a little more difficult for them in that bracket stage. So it's a pretty important matchup, to say the least, going into that bracket stage. So it's going to be exciting to see how this one plays out here, Emperor.
Yeah, I agree. A lot on the line here. Both teams, some impressive performances so far throughout the tourney. Philly Tempest being locked up here, so very popular jungles as of late. It's almost shifted between the Ophelia Tempest war instead of the Keeper Tempest war.
Yeah.
Since people started exploiting more passive jungle in the Keeper forest. Warby's also tossed in that pool.
Yes, sir.
So if they pick up Tempest first, that Ophelia Warbeast combo, we've seen the immense pushing potential it has, and that the battle cry combined with the minions.
Yeah.
When you run that Suicide
That
Warbeast.
or Ophelia, for that matter.
That or Ophelia.
Either one of those.
So the combined.
Yeah.
The combined presence of the 2 heroes. And they're not really being forced to grab anything like a Fade or a Pebbles out of the pool, so there's 2 very powerful supports, but there are other options. So wouldn't be surprised to see all 3 of those heroes picked up, and then maybe the Master Energy, depending on what kind of strat they're trying to run instead.
Yeah. Shout out to Panny. One of my favorite players from Greece. Obviously Fabelli also up there. Fabunco's too. So Fabunco, Fabelli, and Panny, my top 3. Only 3 now. That are actually from Greece. In this case, Fabelli Panny number 1, of course. Anyways, so we see moving along here, obviously with the picks coming out. Pebbles is that first pick. Deadwood Torturer, the follow-up picks here, coming out for Locomotives. We'll see now back over Internet Gangsters side how they...
There's the big old Fade, but they already grabbed a Pebbles.
Yeah.
If they grab Fade, perhaps a little bit of an awkward interaction. They might just want to stick with the Pebbles and go from there. Still, might be on their minds. Pyromancer is still available. A good old Pyro mid if they're not trying to grab a support out. Maybe if they do want something like that. But they can't really guarantee that they get the jungler plus the Warbeast, as nice as it would be. Given that their first pick, they can't assure that. Whereas the Hellborn team, they're like, okay, we get Ophelia or Tempest plus Warbeast. If that's what they want, if they're comfortable running it.
Yeah. You see the power of Ravener last game, losing effort in the end, but again, that hero definitely put out some good burst damage and decent one all around. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe he makes more of an appearance, but probably not.
Yeah, see.
Maybe captain's pick will change that.
They get their
Can't
choices.
forget about that.
Yeah, that's true. They get their choice of support. I don't think. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I don't think captain's pick is necessarily the answer for Ravenor. Unfortunately, it's just slightly shifts things around. But either way, they get their choice of support probably if they are going to grab Warbeast plus 1 jungler there on the Hellborn team. Look at the choice of support. So just wrap around the rest of the lineup based on what they want there.
Send her one of the Almond Raw. They give him Pyromancer.
Every time. Every time.
Every time. One of the other fire heroes, but I think there was some miscommunication there. And seeing it was like, you want fire, you get Pyromancer.
They have some room for versatility with a hero like Pyro.
Yeah.
They don't have to commit yet in case they are able to get something like the Tempest Warbeast. Or Ophelia Warbeast.
Back over to Locomotives now to finish things off here. The regular picking stage. They could definitely use a support themselves. Well, I guess you do have Master and Engineer in that pool. So.
Exactly. So they have.
And you also have a Torture, so actually no one looking at it. Probably not.
Yeah, they have options because of that Tort. Once again,
yeah.
I still keep looking at the Warbeast Suicide plus the Ophelia.
Kind of carry here.
Hmm?
Kind of carry here possible.
Yeah, if they are going to be running the Torture as support, they should grab a carry.
Yeah. Berserker, of course. I wish. What are we doing with locomotives, artillery? Is he still on the board? Yeah, he is. They've been known to run artillery once or twice.
Sandwraith still.
He
No, wait, is he?
Yep, he is.
Yeah.
Oh,
For the Mage Bane instead.
oh, Mage Bane.
Gonna punish that Pyromancer for casting.
Yeah.
That'll pretty much be the primary target. Or Mage Bane pickers.
We did get to see Mage Bane yesterday, remember, with Too Much Sugar.
I played very well. Moon Meander was playing it.
Yeah, that's right.
600, actually breached 600 GPM that game.
Yeah.
Early Runed Cleaver. Bottom row some nice warding to protect him. Never really was worried about gank attempts.
Mm-hmm.
Engineer.
There's the engineer first pick. Interesting. Okay. So they value that engineer that much. They
Yeah,
say,
it's-
we'll take what's left over at the jungle, or suicide even, but interesting. You gotta think that's, well, actually, I just don't know. I mean, I assume that means they're gonna be running either a suicide war beast or,
You see a silhouette opens up the way to have a non-jungling strategy where you have a silhouette
that's
solo
what-
side, and then you have either your dual lanes or your aggressive try.
yeah.
Once again, they've been doing that a lot in IG.
Yeah. Yeah, not afraid to do so.
Ophelia.
Okay.
Ophelia plus the Wretched Hag.
Yeah.
So, Wretched Hag looking like he's doing more of the suicide role in a game like this. You look at Mage Bane consuming the short lane farm, Wretched Hag the suicide role, and Deadwood the mid.
Yeah, they had a chance to get Ophelia Warbeast.
Yeah, they had a chance. They could have run that Warbeast suicide. They would have had a lot of physical right click in that case. That the Mage Bane
True.
was a big reason maybe why they didn't decide to do that. They would have had the Deadwood.
Yeah.
They had a lot of physical, just not enough magical at that point, really. Pretty one-dimensional lineup, probably. So, gonna mix it out and go for the Wretched Hag instead. I can understand why they would do that.
Yeah. Now, we do see the Tempest final pick here, and it's interesting because you do look at the lineup that they have over here on IG's side. Probably not going to be, I mean, is it going to be a Jungle Tempest here?
I think so. Because what else do we see? Pebbles is going to take farm and Silhouette's going to take farm.
Well, who's going to go suicide then? I mean, what are they going to
Oh.
do? If that's the case.
Hmm.
That's what I'm getting at, because
Okay.
they don't really have a valuable suicide
he's-
option with that set.
Yeah, I mean, he's still building like for a quick ring of sorcery, so Pyromancer at that point would be a farmer instead, and they're just gonna run. They could run an aggressive dual lane top if they wanted,
Okay.
or you can almost suicide any hero for a bit as long as you get the early deny. Pebbles right now, I build including a Mono Potion, so that's something like more for the side lane. So yeah, we're gonna see Pebbles up there. It looks like, and probably dual laning. With this engineer, and then you're going to see the Pyromancer silhouette in the other two lanes.
Interesting. Fuzi playing this solo mid Pyromancer. Okay, so the aggressive dual lane, especially with your Pebbles, a hero that you usually want to, prioritize farm on. Gonna be
Can be
interesting to see how
dicey.
that works.
Can be dicey.
Yeah. Especially against an Ophelia jungle, you got Torture, you figure it can roam on over. That could cause some issues, so definitely a risk here from IG, but if it pays off, then it could definitely work out wonders at the same time. It's just a matter also of how quickly Locomotives picks up on that, and if that's what they may even be thinking off the bat. But until you actually see it, and you don't want to make too many adjustments for it.
They've got to figure they're running something very much like that, though, and just looking at their picks, they're like, okay, they have how would they lane this? And pretty much that's...
How about this, too? Ophelia going the boots first. Not going aggressive jungle, and not against a parasite, so... But still choosing to go the boots first, wants to be active with those. And roam from camp to camp early on. A little quicker.
Yeah, that's interesting. Or in case she has to rotate,
Yeah.
gives her the option to, because they see the more aggressive lineup, the aggressive dual lane coming out, so it gives her the option to deal with potential harassment.
Pandy, the one playing the Ophelia. It seems like he's kind of stepped up to play more of the jungle role for this team today, at least. Mega Beaver's been playing that pure support for his team. So Torture already up top here, and again, I mean, you look at the lane setup, especially with the Mage being in that short lane. Now, they do get a ward aside over here to block the pull camp, so there's the one spawn, but Torture not going to be able to stack it. Going to try for it here. Going to realize pretty quickly that there's some vision there, unfortunately.
Good Wretched Hag trying to play out a lot of early harass here to the Silhouette.
Yeah.
Wretched Hag actually a little bit starved on regen. Let's compare it to the Silhouette. Silhouette has the regen advantage, so not to mention the lane advantage of the harass really does Wretched Hag nothing.
Speaking of, it's not the Hocus Pocus Wretched Hag, by the way. I want to clarify on that. I know I said that last time. Hocus Pocus is the old school Wretched Hag, but this is the, what was it, the Wicked Hag? Wicked Hag of the West. It's almost as if that's from a movie or something. We made it up, though. It actually is a pretty cool skin, though. I actually like the flow of it. Anyways, he is playing that Suicide Hag here, but as he mentioned, getting out-regened even against Zibe on the Silhouette. There you see the ring of the teacher.
Pick up, gonna really allow that lane pressure. So Mr. Lee gonna have to do his best to pick up some farm here while it's at the tower, because Silhouette in the end is going to have control.
Pyromancer able to get his bottle pick up. See a Dragonfire stun right away. Gonna Phoenix Wave most likely. Nope, not just yet. In fact, not gonna do it at all. He did get the level 1 Fervor as well, so right now he's a 1-1-1 build here on the Pyromancer. 2-minute rune, there is none top. It was taken. The haste rune, though, is bottom. We'll see if maybe Pyromancer can make his way down there to pick it up if necessary. As actually Deadwood, he's going, okay, yeah, he's just meeting his courier. Actually, it's a ground courier. And he's going to send it right to his jungle teammate there. But falling back to pick it up. And actually, the haste rune is still there, and Deadwood is actually going to end up picking it up. So Pyromancer now, this is not the worst deal in the world. I mean, it did open up a lot of free time for Pyromancer. Just get free farm here in the middle lane without Deadwood being nearby. But actually, Deadwood coming to the bottom lane, and Silhouette might be in some trouble here. Rock grasps it. It is not going to hit, though. Well played by Exhibit. It's almost as if he saw that coming out. And now he's putting in the auto attacks to Wretched Hag, trying to get the trigger up. No, he cannot get close enough. Great kite from Wretched Hag. And down falls Exhibit. Mr. Link getting credit for it. Beautiful roam with the haste rune from Deadwood as well.
Yeah, still leaving some time in mid. The kill, of course, in Rock helps, and definitely helps Wretched Hag in her matchup. Still, they are still ahead overall in golden experience, setting it up elsewhere appropriately. In spite of not having it, well, they actually, yeah, I mean, in spite of Ophelia, they have their Tempest power farming. So being a large part of that.
How has Pebbles been doing? Holy crap, they have been locking down this mage main.
Yeah.
At the top lane.
Yeah, pretty much completely so far. So having a hard time seeing its Pebbles damage. Having a hard time getting aggressive. Junior Pebbles is a strong lane. Yeah, there is some presence here.
Skeleton King, who's he going to net is the question. It is going to be Pebbles. There's the jump in the nice place turret, honestly. Junior actually says, down this keg set as well. Knocks back Mage Bane, and the hero blocking is just not enough. Well played there by especially Sender, playing that engineer there. Helping his teammate and Storyfooter get away.
I was thinking about Pee-wee and how apparently, from what I've heard going around, VDT might be heading their different ways.
I'm never a fan of.
I'm not a fan of speculation, but I mean, some
well,
things
not
are more,
only that, it's just also when teams clearly, you know, they have a mental state where they're really frustrated, things just aren't going well for that day, and they make bold announcements as a result of it.
Sure.
We've seen so many times where teams don't turn that around.
Sometimes.
And they come back, but anyways, back into this game though. Torture actually took a lot of pressure right there.
I mean, that wasn't even the point I was trying to make, but yeah, Torture drop in there.
Is Pebbles actually nice blocking coming out. Chain reactions hit. A couple of auto attacks. One more. Yes, it is going to be the kill. So the big dive does not pay off. So, oh, okay. I apologize then.
No, it's all good. Mr. Ling, meanwhile, did actually pick up the kill onto Silhouette bottom lane while that was all happening. I had those Bat Blasts. Didn't have to use the Sonar Scream, just a couple of the higher level Bat Blasts. That initial advantage, you know, that Deadwood gank paying dividends there as he's able to pick up another kill.
Yeah.
I was just saying, in terms of my speculation, the point was more of IG, looking like they have Storyfighter filling in for today, and if they have an open spot, and I know they have a good relation, so who knows what will happen.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So, I mean, if it is the case, you know, I'm not trying to say that again, it would suck for it to happen, but we'll see. If it does happen, there is still time before HoN Tour. I mean, they still got obviously a little over.
There's the Deadwood. Zibe is just getting harassed over and over again.
Yeah.
It's making repeat visits to try to hold down the Silhouette, of course. They're putting a lot of focus on the Silhouette, not as much. I mean, they did kill the Pebbles too, so I can't even really honestly say that. Just It's actually one of the heroes you didn't expect to see explode this game, leading the way right now. Well, actually not. A little bit behind the Tempest, but otherwise Mr. Ling on Wretched Hag.
Oh, that was pretty big right there. Pyromancer actually sidestepping a Rotten Grasp attempt, and now actually has a double damage root bottled. He's going to say, you know what, I'll fight this battle right here, but now here comes Torture, and Pyromancer realizing pretty quickly, look at this, Torture going on the uphill, but now Tempest is running in. It's a lot of back and forth right here. Dragonfire's done.
There's no way you're getting out of that one.
Sequence is in a lot of trouble. He's going to Elemental Void. No, not worth it. Fuzi gets credit for the kill right there. Look at Torture in the path he made. He's all the way down here, and he actually was spotted right there. Oh, the Elementals are still here, actually, for Tempest. How long do they have? 1 second. Okay, they're not going to spot him in the end. Wow, Mega Beaver is still trapped, man. He is still in trouble.
No.
Holy crap, he finally gets away. It's pretty crafty there. Finds a way, and he places a Ward of Sight. So, makes his getaway, but yeah, you're right. Xibe playing that silhouette, completely locked down. It's very surprising here. Well, all the credit to, especially the roam from Deadwood and Wretched Hag taking advantage of it. So Mr. Ling, there's a Steam Boots even finished by him. Coming along very nicely all of a sudden. After that, though, speaking of Tempest, Roman there, he's also done wonders here. Has Insania, and actually going to try to help out Silhouette a little bit now. Hag needs to be careful. Middle lane, though. Pyromancer, Deadwood going at it. Deadwood is going to get the kill right there. Blazing Strike was not used. You actually just ran out of mana. Now look at this back to the bottom lane. Wretched Hag diving on a Silhouette, but now she might be in some trouble. Doesn't have that blink up for 7 more seconds. There's the Elemental Void just to make sure. And Mr. Ling will fall. So Insania's patient does pay off right there.
Wow. That was actually a case where they may have not needed it just because the flash was still a few seconds off, but maybe not knowing the exact skill build and order and not knowing the exact timing did use it. Better safe than sorry. That secured kill, and now top lane. How are they doing? You see Pebbles actually going in with Edgy.
No energy field, of course. He ain't level 6 just yet. Mana Rift help explode him, actually. Joel gets credit for the kill right there. And now Pebbles in some trouble. Yeah, Torture barely surviving the process, but Pyromancer supports some Blazing Strikes to take out Magebane. Magebane thought they were going to be able to chase, but Pyromancer turns it around, and now Ophelia, she's in a little bit of trouble. Says, get in there, Pyromancer. Puts in the auto attacks. Nice dodge on the Minotaur stun. The Rotten Grasp power hitting. Now Stroyfoot is in some trouble, diving big time. Pebbles will fall. Bat Blast connects on a Pyromancer. Fuzi also going to be dropped right here, it looks like. Trying to go for a turn cone. Ophelia, it's not going to happen, though. He runs away, trying to juke still, but the sonar screen to finish him off. Now in the background, Pyromancer, or excuse me, Deadwood trying to run away. Torture also caught in the midst of things. She will fall. And I think
Fight
that's
was relentless.
Yeah.
I felt like it was gauntlet.
Jeez.
Each side one hero being set after the other.
8 to 4 hero kills already.
Wretched Hag with the earlier rotation, Silhouette eventually joining the party game to clean up, and yeah, not too much gained or lost.
Man, I mean, I still can't get over the aggressive dual lane. It's worked. It was a great decision by IG, clearly. I mean, not only has Pebbles had a decent start, but despite even the 2 deaths, you have Magebane, who's really actually managed to not do the best with his farm.
Right, didn't give him that uncontested free farm, which lets a Magebane thrive in the first place. Keg used, so the port should be able to come in. Deadwood, though, caught with the stun. Not going to be enough damage to kill him, though, and here's time for the response.
Yep, out in grasp, it does connect. The Falcon Punch, okay, he does use it right there. It almost looks like a miscancel. And actually, we'll get the kill. Magebane now blinking in. Doesn't have that mana rift just yet, so not going to be using it. Putting in the auto attacks. Keg's done, though, and Shola will drop in the process, so he blinks into death right there. Silhouette in the background. She's realizing she's in a lot of trouble, and she is going to fall over there. Meanwhile, up here, we do have another kill happening on to actually Engineer. This game just not stopping with the action, man, because now back to the middle lane. Actually, Fuzi might be in a little bit of trouble. No, but he's going to be out of range.
16 kills in 9 minutes, 9.5, 9:50, whatever. Pacing doesn't look like it's about to slow down anytime yet.
Now look who's leading the way, Insania. 485 gold per minute. He actually almost has a portal key with Ghost Marcher's Ring of Sorcery. If he even goes straight for that, and I think he just might here.
So he's definitely saving up.
Yeah, looks like he is. Jeez. Big start there, and gonna help keep up the aggression and buy more time for Silhouette, who, even with 4 deaths, has somehow still managed to be about 300 gold per minute now. Obviously starting to get a little bit involved with the team and recovering.
Yeah, what's his actual creep farm at? Yeah, 35 is not the craziest,
Yeah,
but
not
still
that great.
the tower push in the mid, the tower push on the top lane.
Yep.
Bottom lane, all of them down, so in the end.
That explains it.
Makes up for a lot of room.
Wretched Hack, though. Mr. Ling is definitely managed very nicely himself. 250 gold per minute. He's looking for any opportunities here. Teleport, though, from Engineer, but now Pebbles is actually by himself because of that. So we'll see if Pebbles, a stray footer, might find himself in some trouble. There is a port coming in. It is Deadwood. No portal key, of course. But they're going to look for an opening. Maybe Wretched Hack to apply the early haunt. There's a blink, and it's not going to be Rotten Grasp, but the Bat Blast comes out. The Sono Scream on top, putting in the auto attacks. Deadwood off to the side. He's going to throw in the Falcon Punch in the face of Pebbles, and it will complete the kill. So, again, just great patience coming out there, in this case by Wretched Hag. Sure enough, gets it. For the jungle, though. It ain't stopping him for... This team's just being relentless.
I don't know. They absolutely complete relentless play. Now look at that. Torture immediately. Swearing out one team gets a kill, the other team responds. Elemental Void used to get the Torture, but also catching the Ophelia off guard.
And Mana Rift did cancel the Elemental Void after about 2 seconds, and now here comes a response from the Hellborn team. Pyromancer actually cuts off Ophelia in the meantime. She has a combo ready to go. She can't get in range, so great blocking with the minions. Completely screaming out Pyromancer. Wretched Hag blinking in.
One more hit.
Oh, she's going to fall right there. The Fervor helping to do work. And Fuzi going to run away with their teammates. Magebane, he wants to get aggressive still. And actually, Silhouette is by herself. She does have the illusions here. She's going to tree grapple instead, but now they're trying to turn it. Not going to be able to cut him off, though. But Deadwood back into the fight. It ain't stopping. This is mid-wars all over the place, man. Now we see Silhouette being chased down. Magebane chasing. Nope, not going to go full force, though. And that'll be that, I guess. Wow. This game, man. This is going to be a crazy way to finish things off for our second day.
Yeah, they're relentless. It's Magebane. See, he didn't go for the quick rune to cleaver this game. Probably had a feeling like there'd be a lot of pressure.
Oh, yeah.
Probably working out for the better for him here, so we'll have to see how he chooses to build up.
I would think so. Cleaver seems like it'd be very risky to go this game, the way it's going.
I agree.
I mean, so he went the build-up first. I mean, it still is possible that he could go for it, but...
Yeah, it is, and
see where he goes from
a little bit safer now that he has it, but...
Energizer finished on Silhouette in the meantime. She's going to have it delivered.
We saw Zebe do that same thing, the Steam Boots Energizer into Lightbrand, Searing Light, Shrunken Head, and we'll see if he does that bulky like Pee-wee or if he has a different route this game. Something more traditional.
Very true. And look at this, too. The Portal Key obviously already on Tempest. It's going to be on Pyromancer here shortly, as she's going back to base right now to purchase it. And then you have Pebbles also working towards his Portal Key. 1,100 gold saved up. So they're looking for that timing of the 3 Portal Keys on those heroes.
Yeah, try to apply the...
Never mind. Fuzi going to Lightbrand. So going different than I expected.
Ooh, yeah, I'm going to apply that Carry Pyro as well then, so
yeah.
Ton of spam. How do you feel about the fact that it's 7-12 and they're actually losing in resources?
The lead, yeah. I mean, it just shows more and more that it ain't about the kills in the end. Ultimately, there's a lot more to the game than just the kills for sure.
A proper application of pressure.
Yeah. North Blessing is going to be used right there for the Hellborn team. More pressure coming out. Pyromancer going the burst blazing strikes. He used not enough for the kill though. Beautiful kicks done though from Sender. Silhouette coming in with the auto attacks. And it will set up the kill for Xavier right there. Magebane thinking about going in, but the minions are helping to block him off, if anything. Another 1-for-1, so... Again, the pressure just continues. You're right, the 13-8 hero kill lead for Locomotives, yet they're down 3,000 gold and 1,300 experience here. So clearly not everything.
Yeah.
Level 11 Deadwood in the meantime. He's got his portal key. He's looking. He wants
on
something.
the hunt.
There you go.
Oh, so
man.
swift. And that's not all. There's more.
Another. Yes, Ophelia assists with that one. And now Silhouette actually finding himself in a tough spot. He doesn't have a homecoming stone, actually.
Oh, man.
He's going to go for a... Okay, he does with the TP, though.
Yeah.
The port. Okay. Not the TP, but he has the illusion port. So he is fine in the end. But yeah, that Deadwood Falcon Punch, man, that's just annihilated Fuzi there.
Right.
Even with Plated Greaves. Oh, wait a minute.
He didn't have Plated Greaves. He has
he did have
Yeah,
Plated
he did.
Greaves.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly, but he
that's
split
what.
it, and that's something I like to see sometimes. If you need that earlier armor in the game. And
yeah.
sometimes he split into a Sackstone as well. He does have that Mark of the Novice, so wanting to build that Gravelock, he does a piece of it, but he's going Lightbrand. You kind of want to rush that Grimoire after you've already committed to a Lightbrand. So I'm not sure how I feel about it. I mean, it is a powerful item on Pyromancer, but he already has Silhouette that's going for the damage.
Exactly.
Well, we'll see.
And you know, she's not having the best of the best of games, but she's having a good game nonetheless. 330 gold per minute.
360. Oh,
Just
Silhouette.
fine.
Silhouette. Yeah.
Silhouette is, yeah. So that's my point being that, you know, if your Pyromancer here, maybe the other portal key to assist with that Tempest, and then eventually the Pebbles might make more sense. But, you know, to each their own. Fuzi feeling like wants to add the more of a farming presence here earlier on, and eventually carry potential, sure. It is possible. Tried to catch the top lane, but enough of a reaction. Mage Bane does eventually go into the Helmet of Black Legion. Again, not surprised there.
That means the Firebrand will follow suit. Geometer's Bane. Gonna be an important pickup now that he has the initial tankiness completed. Bottom lane.
Wretched Hag flying in with that broom. That's the haste rune.
Still not able to convert it. Tempest is perceptive to what's going on, and thanks to the ward,
Yeah.
at least by Sunder.
Why would she ever run if the broom just flies? Get distracted. Well, she actually got off the broom after she blinked and started running, and it's like, yeah, I guess you gotta get the momentum, right? Yeah. It works like Flintstones. You gotta get the feet going, and then eventually it actually starts working on its own. Oh, what's going on up here? Deadwood finds Fuzi again, and that's gonna be some nice food for him throughout this game, especially with the build that Fuzi has chosen to go early on.
Yeah, he's just kind of abusing him. He built up the armor, but the light brand, if he was just a little bit more tanky, he'd be able to withstand the assault at this point. It's going to keep hunting him down, slowing his growth, and reaching up close to a point where Fuzi won't be able to do anything about it.
Sequence is 5, 1, and 5. Playing that Deadwood, he's had a beautiful game here.
And she was the Magnus in the other game that we started casting too, which
Yeah,
I said he played phenomenally.
true.
Using that sheepstick to its full effectiveness. It was against VDT, actually.
Yeah, before their troubles.
Yes.
Good job right there. Ophelia has the Astrolabe and Ring of Sorcery, so always continuing to do her job as far as being that utility. Mage Bane, I want to say he purchased something. I feel like he did. The gold that he has. Maybe not.
I mean, my guess is going for the Firebrand next, so if he
Yeah.
did, he would probably just be the Blade. We'll see in the end. But
Working off of that. Deadwood falling back to base right here. And he's had a great game. There's a Mighty Blade on him, so going to be working towards that Shrunken. And again, Silhouette going the Warhammer. She did go to Lightbrand first in the last game we saw, but Xavier this time around changing it up. Going to be going the Warhammer this year.
I wonder if he's actually going to rush a Shrunken or go for something like a Shield Breaker instead.
Yeah, completely change it.
Isn't making it clear.
Hellborn team, look at this. All 5 grouped up here. A push. Now Tempest not here, but can't teleport to it just yet. He needs a. Oh, he did actually teleport. The secondary tower, and actually they're going to look for an opportunity to jump on a Torture right there. The big combination with a field that caught in as well. Down goes Torture, Energy Field in the meantime. Mageman, the Elemental Void to lock him down. It is going to be canceled, but they get the kill. That's what they wanted. Tempest will fall. Bat Blast coming out. But now what Wretched Hag, she's in a lot
damage.
of trouble herself.
One more
yeah,
hit,
she
he
will
gets
go
it.
down. Engineer barely staying alive, and now they're going to chase onto this Ophelia, the only one alive for her team.
Yeah, she's trying to report back home. The Pyromancer's done on point, though. Ophelia surrounded. There's the Pebbles combination. Down they go. That's a Genocide.
Yep. Look at that. Genocide.
I didn't even realize it's exactly what you say. That's oh god. Love that announcer.
Love it.
That's all, folks.
The Genocide happening this early on especially, and the golden experience lead even getting bigger, so huge fight right there for Internet Gangsters. And they only lost Tempest themselves, so
That's right.
they were setting that up for a while.
Tempest that used the Elemental Void. Only for a second, but it was enough. It was enough, and it forced the interruption. Got done what they needed to get done.
Yeah, I think the log throw actually canceled it initially, but like you said, it did the work in the beginning. And got enough out of it at least.
Log throw. Once he gets a shrunken head, he can be immune to this stun effect from log throw. That is a magical stun. There are a lot of those abilities that are physical stuns. That is a magical stun of that log throw. So will not interrupt the effects of a shrunken head Tempest.
And there's the Shield Breaker, so he does change it up a bit. This game here at least. Because they've been going the Shield Breaker route, and also Portal Key purchased on Pyromancer, so he follows up his early Lightbrand with now the Portal Key. Having that mobility here.
Yeah, it's more of that farming steroid, and from here, Not like you might consider Gnome's Wisdom, so now that he has it, let him pick up that Portal Keen from here, go for that Grimoire into something else, maybe the Shrunken Head. Pyromancer definitely capable of putting out a ton of damage with that Fervor as the game progresses. Gives takes a little bit of the pressure off his silhouette as well. Zibe opting to go the Shield Breaker route in the end.
Now, I assume...
With the Bulwark.
Yeah, the Bulwark pickup too.
Pebbles.
Mage Bane, I assume that's going to turn into a Ring Cleaver with the Broadsword purchase. But that could be an Assassin Shroud. I mean, it could be
yeah, no,
it's
a Cleaver. He is still building for the late. I mean, it's fine. It's going to be a little bit later.
Yeah.
His team is taking a lot of pressure now. I mean, so you make a case for that. Maybe he feels like he won't be able to get Geometers in time, and his only hope of winning is maybe winning a couple fights they don't necessarily deserve. Maybe they outplay him a bit, pick it up, and then go for the Power Form route, go for the ultra late game.
Yeah, he doesn't even have the hatch on him anymore, so he just really wants that damage right now. He does purchase the second Broadsword. Want to just help him farm up a little faster, but he eventually is going to be going the Rune Cleaver, it looks like. So definitely Locomotive's continuing to play the game of we need to buy more and more time for Mage Bane. I mean, that's usually what it is anyway, so it's not a surprise by any means. As in the meantime, the nice juke at the last second. He sidestepped with a haste, and it's a little easier. Big sidestep. This says Pyromancer with the Dragon Strike, the Blazing Strike as well. Not enough for the kill, though. The Dragon Fire, excuse me. Anyways, the Ophelia's Touch being used. I don't even think it was necessary in the end, but it does guarantee that Deadwood survives. So big miss gank attempt right there. Coming out from Internet Gangsters. That sequence continues to do work here for his team.
Yeah, piece by piece.
Still working on that Shrunken. Showbreaker's
Remember,
level
they
2.
actually don't have Bulwark or anything on their side either.
Silhouette finding a way at the bottom lane now. Going to pick up farm down there.
No, okay.
I thought I saw her pick up a level 2 Shieldbreaker.
Yeah, I mean, the recipe for it, not delivered yet anyway, but 1,000 gold off, probably can deliver them both at the same time.
Yeah.
It's fine. You get time to start applying that pressure even further.
There you go, yep. Both being delivered. So, makes sense there.
What we got here?
Mage Bane needs a Sustainer now with the Life Tube and the Mana Tube. I believe he still needs both. I don't think he's purchased either one yet. So just missed it, which is possible. Middle tower being denied by Fuzi. Well played. He's still now, I assume he's going to be working towards his Grimoire here. Wretched Hag picking up a Steam Staff, actually, so Arcana's going to be coming up. And Deadwood finds Fuzi, though, yet again. Speaking of him, I'm focused on the items. And
how many times, can we count how many times Deadwood has actually just absolutely crushed the Skull Pyromancer this game?
It's at least 3 that I've seen.
Is it at least
surprised if all 5
yeah.
are his deaths from him, so.
He's got some vendetta against Fuzi. That's been made very, very clear.
Yeah. He's level 16 now, too. Wow. Deadwood's managed very well this game. Both gold and experience. And actually, that is a real silhouette right now. He's a Ryan Grasp, but I mean, it still is the real one. Still is the real one.
Yeah, he's actually going.
He's gonna go in right
One
here.
more hit, not gonna know. He's out. Had he found the right angle with his grapple?
Yeah.
Would have been able to kill him. And God, you saw how much damage he did there. We're looking at another 3-shot almost for the Torture. But
yeah, Exhibit, and I guarantee you too, he probably, assume he knew that Deadwood didn't have his ultimate there because he just used it on his teammate in the middle lane, so he felt pretty safe there in the end. As far as being able to go for a kill at least. So good man up there from Xebe in the end, though. There's the Rune Cleaver purchase. So he actually splits up the Helmet of the Black Legion in the end.
Yeah, okay. That's something that I actually don't see done much lately in HoN that I have seen done in the past is, you do build in, then you keep the Beast Heart forward. And if you do that, sure. That's fine, I like it. And if you need to go for something like Behemoth's Heart in the ultra late game, you can. Even something like a Parasite could work, but
that's pretty good on the Parasite even.
Yeah, the problem with it doesn't work with Shrunken because you can always activate it later, so we'll have to see what he actually does with it, if he just holds on to it for the life or wants to convert it. There's options.
Certainly is. Let's see what Jolem decides to go with in the end. Pyromancer are going to continue pushing the top lane somewhat. I guarantee you he's thinking Deadwood, though. Wondering where Deadwood is, and
Oh, God.
guess where he is. Very close. Okay,
He's already lurking. He's already hunting for that Pyromancer. You got to imagine he's not going to let it happen again.
8 seconds. Oh, he's going to go up here. I wonder. He's going to go for the TP. He's going to randomly guess. Oh! We need some Jaws theme right there. That was close. Actually manages to escape. Thanks. That's almost what I meant. Pan-Man coming through as always. See, Deadwood's still hiding.
Yeah, they're trying to set it up. I mean, he's been making a point. Pyromancer, you even come remotely up, I will just destroy you. Stay out. Pyro. Port is down. The port is actually down for Pyromancer.
Yeah.
And almost everyone's. They actually don't have the Mage Bane there on the Hellborn team, so.
And in the end, it looks like Deadwood is not going to stick around the most. He realizes his team isn't there, at least just yet. They are falling back. However, using the wrong grounds, okay, not going to look to go in, though. There's a support side here by IG that's spotting those teammates. So
Exactly.
Internet shows plenty of information to work with. And H-Bane just continuing to go at it PvE style. Bottom lane, this is what he does a lot. Makes sense. Deadwood jumps in right there. Oh, the nice energy field will catch him. Pushes him back with the kicks. A beautiful placement from Sender. And Seek was completely locked down that whole time.
They were ready that time. They were completely ready for him.
Ward side right here.
Baited into it.
Couldn't even get off the shrunken. Beautiful play, honestly, by Sender. With the lockdown. And actually, at the bottom lane. How about that? Magebane takes out Pyromancer. Solo.
Pyromancer's not getting a break.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Silhouette in the meantime splits up, but it killed immediately. Gets killed himself. And the tower was even denied in front of him. So, sequence of events, not the best all of a sudden for a Legion team, but they do get the top tower with all that said. And so they end off, I guess, somewhat strong, but still, a couple of big things also happening there for Locomotives despite Deadwood dying. Got Magebane with a kill, and they could kill Silhouette as well.
Yeah, the Mage Bane kill was very, very, very important, as well as the follow-up without it. Definitely on the losing hand there. Oh my god. Right?
Happened to click away at the last second as I saw him blink in.
Pebbles on the hunt again.
Yeah.
Mage Bane, though, has that ultimate orb pickup. Like, he is going for that Firebrand now, so Geometer is not too far off.
Yeah.
It's already looking a little bit up. And, you know, in case of Tempest, who does have that shrunken head, you see 2 Skeleton Kings sticked over here by Panny, so they're ready. I mean, they're making a point that they do want to be able to fight them head on.
You
Give
know,
a little bit more time.
you can also look at Silhouette's build a little more now, I mean, especially with how he's following. It looks like he's going Rift Shards next, so you're looking at just raw damage here as far as his item build. And he's only sitting on 1,200 life right now with Agility Steam, because around 1,400 with Strength, but still. You got a Deadwood over here, a Wretched Hag, the ability to do a lot of upfront burst damage. It's a definitely risky build as well.
It is, but if your presence is unchecked during the start of the fight, you can definitely make sure you'll have a huge footprint.
Yeah. We also mentioned that with Pyromancer. He's actually finally just about finished his Grimoire here.
Engineer going to take over farm for the bottom lane, unable to rotate just yet. Everyone occupied elsewhere. See Tempest occupying the off-lane farm, and everyone else pretty much jungle rotation from the mid. Pyromancer now joining, buddy. Actually, no, he's not going to join the Engineer. Just going to keep clearing out the waves. Eager to finish that Grimoire, and actually, that's it.
They able to pick it up. This farm, 290 gold per minute. Probably going to increase now because of that pickup. Got 22 more 100 gold on Pebbles. So I wonder if he is going to now finish that Shrunken Head or just go for a straight Demonic here.
Option. I'm looking at the Hellborn team. I mean, it's not an excessive amount of magic that he needs to be worried about.
Oh, Magebane, they're going straight for Magebane. He can't blink in time. The burst damage is more than enough, but at what cost right here? Deadwood comes over the counter.
Buyback.
Here comes Wretched Hag as well. Beautiful energy field, though. Oh, no, look at that. Down goes Wretched Hag. The blazing strike just absolutely melted her. Torture goes down, and Deadwood has to run away. But as you said, buyback from Joel right there. He comes in with a Mana Rift. It explodes Fuzi. And he will finish off the illusion there. So Pebbles and Pyromancer end up falling. Did that kill both the Mana Rift?
It did.
Actually,
it was a 1,400 damage.
Holy crap, indeed.
1,400 damage.
Yeah, as you said, that was going to be a targeted choice for him.
Yeah, that was absurd.
Happened to watch Deadwood trying to run away, and sure enough, Magebane comes in and cleans up.
Looking at a Mana Pool on Pyromancer that was literally empty. Applied the Mana Rift and, well, Codex level 10 onto 2 heroes.
Yeah, Codex level 10, nice. Yeah, huge buyback from Magebane. Obviously, well worth it there in the end. It's looking like to be
Otherwise, you're looking at the game being shut out. You honestly are.
just about, yeah.
This gives them some life and gives them, not only did he get those kills, they're off the map for a bit now, so it buys him time to do something like farm this Ancient stack here. Take a look at his gold, and that's pretty much the Firebrand he was looking for.
Yeah. See, okay, so, okay, look at this. Silhouette actually sold the broads. Oh, she actually turned it into Assassin Shard.
Assassin Shard. I was
yeah.
say, I was thinking with Assassin Shard Raw too. I didn't know if we saw any of the build-up for Rift Shards beforehand.
Okay.
We've seen the Assassin Shard before as a blink substitute going for more of the Genjuro, the follow-up snare. I gotta say, I do like it more with the Rift Shards here.
Yeah, definitely gives more survivability too with the sand. Look at that burst damage coming
guaranteed
out of it.
burst coming out of it with that shield breaker too. Thought you might, but
now the Shrunken Head was used there by Tempest, so we won't have that now for another 65 seconds or so. Does have an element of void, not enough mana. There you go, but even so, it's very low on mana. We're gonna push the middle lane now, or bottom lane, excuse me. See all grouped up here. Easy tower kill. That is the last outer tower destroyed now in their favor. Storm Spirit on Ophelia, always a powerful combo there. Hero item. Wretched Hag, what did she pick up? She's had the Hellflower now for a little bit. I think she actually just got something else recently.
316, it's possible.
She's been sitting on
if
the
anything,
Hellflower
it's probably
for
the
a while.
build-up. I don't think she has an entire anything. Unless it is the Shrunken.
And nothing be delivered at least. Bottom lane, Pyromancer goes in and just drops Torture. Especially with that Grimoire doing work. Meanwhile, Tempest Ultimate coming out of the top lane. Wretched Hag being locked out with Deadwood actually. Magebane jumps in the wall. The mana of 1,200 plus damage. It does not get any kills, but Pebbles will fall in the process. Tempest trying to run away now. Big turnaround there from the Hellborn side. Tempest will be fine. It's a bit of 1-for-1 though.
Yeah, and Elemental Void, of course, is used now, so not going to be able to pose a response for quite some time. Biggest cooldown on the Hellborn side being that Ophelia's touch, but they don't need it right now. They have to keep pushing. Is that a triple Skeleton King? That is a triple Skeleton King.
Brutal.
Yeah, good luck, Tempest.
Yeah, that's the mana rifts, man. You mentioned the 1,400 plus last fight. This time 1,250, I believe it was around there. He's getting some huge ultis off his Magebane. And although it's a very small radius, it is still something. Those when they're clustered up, before you know it, the whole team's dying. So
yeah, when they're running from you and just all scattered.
Yeah,
find that right angle.
Bottom lane, Center going very aggressive there with the energy field, but now he needs to be careful. Wretched Hag coming in with the invis. They do get the top tower kill. I think Center's actually going to end up falling right here. Yeah, you see rotten grass. The Hellflower's applied, and he is left behind as Fuji says, sayonara. Ain't much I'm going to do for you. See you in the afterlife, so Sacrificial Stone going to be finished by Pyromancer.
Finally saw the initial, he was sitting on the, what was it, the Shield of the 5 for the longest time.
Yeah,
they're finally converting it, and that mantle. Going to do something with it. Rounding out his stats, actually has a sizable amount of health now between that Sacrificial Stone, uncharged, mind you, and the Grimoire power come out with the Steam Boots, and he can actually go Strength Steam Boots now and still have pretty much infinite mana, thanks to that Grimoire.
Yep.
So quite tanky there.
See, Kongor is going to be gone on. I don't know. I mean, they're killing it pretty damn quick, and actually, yeah, they're definitely going to get it. There's little vision here. They do got a red water set nearby, but they don't have it really into the Kongor pit, so all of a sudden the message comes up, and I honestly think that might just caught IG off guard right there as far as him actually being killed, so yeah, Magebane picking that up, of course, so we are now 35 minutes into this game here. Again, the stats lead, 78, nearly 8,000 gold lead, 7,000 experience lead for IG. They've continued to be in the lead. But the longer this game progresses, it definitely is feeling like more and more. You got over here on Locomotive side that they're in the better spot even. Mageman needs to be careful here, though. Oh, blinks right into Pyromancer. That's not good. Not who you want to jump into by yourself. But he is going to be fine. It's caught out there, although Tempest. Okay, a lot of blinks going on.
It's funny. I mean, they have the AK advantage. They have a team that scales very well with this silhouette. But looking at that Pyromancer, looking how they have the Tempest factor still on top of it all, I still feel comfortable in their lead.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
An explosive fight away. Meanwhile, Magebane, they don't want to make anything happen. Maybe they have a pretty good idea that people are missing or potentially backing him up. Gonna let him slide. Remember, he does have that Beast Heart still. If he wanted to ultimately get something like Behemoth's Heart and tank all this front load damage,
Yeah.
it's not that far away. So he needs to pick it up right now, but this will be a phenomenal pickup
here.
Yeah, I saw that.
Just looking for any bit of action to take place, but in the meantime, the top lane being heavily pushed. Look at Pyromancer off to the side. He's just kind of waiting for any opportunity he might find, but by himself. Oh,
Magebane!
Whoa!
Oh, was going to pour. What if he
Yeah.
landed right on that Pyro?
They
and
both ended up porting, yeah.
What if he accidentally auto too?
That
Because he
would've
blinked
been
and then
funny,
auto-tacked it right on top. Pure accident. To us, it would look like a tactical blink. Like, how did he
Yeah.
know? No, wow. That was
That would be
ridiculous.
something.
Spidey sensor, something. We're going to see Shrunken. Or not. Or will we see him go for something like that Behemoth's Heart or damage? 3,900 gold.
Still saving up. 4.5 minutes left on that token of life still, so still plenty of time. Tempest just picked up an Arcana, well on its way to its Restoration Stone, I assume. The Shrunken Head and Portal already finished especially. Shrunken Head on Wretched Hag, a tablet on Ophelia.
Everything's coming together again.
Sure is. Also another thing to keep in mind, Magebane, whenever he does flash right there, he gets that buff. For how long is it? Yeah, 7 seconds even.
Yeah, a lot of times you'll see them flash while they're farming a creep wave just in case they get jumped, so they have the additional magic armor. It is...
Plus 12 to himself, and then it's 5 to nearby.
that's right, that's right.
Bottom lane, Pebbles ports out right as Magebane was here. I kind of wonder if they're regretting that. If Pebbles didn't port right there, they honestly could have gotten a kill. That could have been a big, big kill. However, the team was somewhat nearby, so it could have been risky at the same time.
Look at Pyromancer, Fuzi, just trying to say, someone please go farm the wave.
Yeah, come on. It's so tempting. No one's
Look,
here.
Tempest
Silhouette.
up there as well, so yeah, they need to rotate. They need to rotate if they get caught here. Not going to find anybody.
Engineer really making sure. Actually gets Wretched Hag to blink into it. Oh, the Manor stops him!
Yeah.
Beautiful play by Sholem right there, locking it down. The Hellflower even comes out, and down falls Engineer. This fight is beginning. Silhouette needed to be careful. Does have another Genjiro charge. We'll be fine in the end.
Risking it with that Genjiro. I mean, probably figured knew the anti-invis they had capable, but imagine if he got picked off there.
Yeah. Yep, Sender going for the TP, but Magebane had other plans.
They are doing a great job. They're slowly climbing back into it.
They are.
Even from eventually, it was initially a 9K lead or something like that for the Legion side. Now down to 6.7/5.
Yeah.
It's a token duration. They still have 2 more minutes, and they're using that token once again to apply that farm, take out the outer towers, bounce back into this game.
He's going to have a next big item, too. 6,000 gold going to be saved up here after this tower kill. Silhouette going to go for the 9, not able to get it. And he'll Genjiro away quickly. Meanwhile, Tempest jumps in, only going to hit the Skeleton King, though. Top lane, what the hell? I guess Fuzi was attempting to push it by himself. He eventually falls up there. Meanwhile, back over here, Ophelia and Torture on the run. You see Silhouette chasing and at least kill the minions.
He tried to drop down the Deadwood, it looked like, and just wasn't able to finish him off. And then he had the response coming out. Wretched Hag joining the party. So Fuzi, you could tell he really wanted to make a kill happen. In the end, to his own demise, and all of a sudden, it's pretty much an equal game.
Especially with that Wingbow purchased by Magebane.
Okay, that's on the Deadwood. I saw that in the inventory for a second. I was like, something's
That's funny.
something's off about this.
Yeah.
I'm not liking it. I'm not agreeing with this purchase. Where'd you even get that money, Deadwood? Put it away. You stole that.
The other items. He's like, "Wait, this is
You can't
not
just take
mine."
whatever you want from the shop.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
The now that he has the wing bow though, that makes even more sense for Behemoth's Heart eventually if he wants to just become this huge tanky mess. Both items
There we go.
doing quite a lot for his durability.
Eventually gets it delivered. Let's make use of that now. Saw another Warhammer purchase by Silhouette.
It goes for a Savage. It's good timing too, looking at the...
No Shrunken at this point?
Shrunken, you know what? Yeah, maybe.
Oh, finds Wretched Hack. Can they lock her down enough? Yo, they cannot. The Shrunken had one more auto attack. Would have done it. Barely able to blink away. Good attempt right there. They did get a Shrunken Head used, though.
Yeah, it very well could be a Shrunken Head and Silhouette. Since it's not the greatest team against it, but...
Tempest in trouble. Portal Key, he's going to be fine. He did have to use his own Shrunken Head, but yeah, we'll see what Silhouette ends up going for there.
Yeah. We've got to look at the Hellflower on Wretched Hag too, potentially going to apply a counter to it.
Yeah, true.
If they do want to jump her. Just something to keep in mind.
Pyromancer, 4,100 gold saved up, gonna help Silhouette push this middle lane out. Sustainer just purchased by Tempest, so that Restoration Stone just around the corner now. Actually sells it, wants to have buyback open now, I guess.
Yeah, for now, until you can one-shot it. No reason to dance around and just brag about having it purchased if you don't have to buy back.
Pushing the bottom lane, keeping the Hellboy team busy if anything, so that seems like something IG does continue to have in their favor. The lanes are constantly being pushed up for them.
It's very annoying to deal with, too, when you're trying to get any momentum going.
Yeah.
And they keep pressuring the lanes. You have to keep retreating to respond appropriately. Meanwhile, Magebane, 100 now, 31. He's 32. That's it. He's getting so close to... He's able to afford the X of the Malphite if he wants it. This is the recipe away from the Behemoths.
Yeah, so talk about just building up so nicely. I mean, again, he started with that Helm of the Black Legion, eventually split that up for the Life Tube for the Rune Cleaver, and he saves the Beast Heart this whole time to eventually make a, what we assume is going to be a Behemoth's Heart.
Yeah,
so.
of course there are other options, just with that wing bow and the fact that no Savage yet.
Oh no, Silhouette! That's the fake one.
Yep. In the end,
Last second.
60 seconds now. That would Restoration Stone is picked up though. Look how fast Magebane's farming. Every time you look at him.
Yeah, it's
I mean, the Rune Cleaver can definitely be a worthy investment.
the flash also, just the mobility that he has. Obviously, is what just helps make him one of the best carries in the game. Let alone farmers in the game even. Bottom lane in the meantime, initiation action on Pyromancer, and they catch him out. Pyromancer has to play the start, can't get it off though. He will eventually fall. Engineer in the meantime jumps in, but he's in a no man's land area. Silhouette is here also putting in some damage, but here comes the support now. Magebane jumping in. The Tempest ultimate is going to be canceled by Mana Rift right there immediately. There was only illusions though, so I'm not even sure why he used that honestly to cancel it. Anyways, he is going back in on a Pebbles right here. There's the second Tempest ultimate, and now they're going to be completely locked down. Magebane cannot blink away. He will fall. He does have buyback. But Deadwood right now is the only one up.
He just probably, it was only illusions, right? It was only
Yeah.
illusions, and he probably just wasn't perceptive to it, or maybe he just wanted to jump on him right afterwards. But he had the Restoration, so he needed to save that. You're right. Now the pressure being applied, are they actually going to go further with it, or just be content to fall back? Pebble's going to farm the top lane. From here on out, this wave will give him his demonic breastplate, going to make him a carry force as well as enhancing the capabilities of his team. That Silhouette especially rocking the hard damage items.
Yeah.
Probably getting close to that Savage pickup herself if she was going for that instead of the Shrunken.
Man, I mean, if we'd have some dead time, if we actually do have that fight by chance, would oh, I'm sorry. Did I wake you up from your nap, Dan, man? All right, so let's actually take a quick look back at that fight here while we get the chance. By the way, Savage Mace is purchased by Silhouette, but yeah, I'd be very interested to see again that whole situation with him choosing to cancel. Yeah, so let's go into it here. So this is, you know, earlier on, obviously Pyromancer falling there. You see Engineer goes in with the energy field. They are able to take out Torture with that. But then Silhouette realizes it needs to be careful. Here goes the Tempest ultimate. Only hits the illusions there. Those are illusions right there.
Counter is.
And then Mana Rift comes out basically right after. And then Magebane, you know, blinks in on Pebbles. I don't even know if they realize the Restoration Stone, if they're just in the heat of the moment. But then
Yeah,
all of a
maybe
sudden,
there's a lot of things going on. You can tell crossing their minds. And sometimes it's
there's the second one. Can't
you
blink
have to
away.
give people a little bit of break. streak sometimes.
All right, back
Still.
to the live game though.
Mistake that I'm not sure if it lost them the fight or if they would have lost anyway.
Yeah.
You have to go back and
That's
analyze a little more
I
thoroughly.
think Mage Bane might have lived.
Maybe they would have lived, exactly. They probably
Might not
still
have
would have
gone
lost the
full
fight,
force.
though. Anyway, this token, you saw what they did with it the last time.
Yeah.
Get the token on top of something like your next time. Get that Behemoth Sword something, then go hard. Try to make it happen. Because right now, that Savage Mei Silhouette is scaling out of control right now. Look how hard she's hitting. You keep on the backstab damage of that Genjuro.
I kind of wonder if Mage Bane's honestly going to go for that. I honestly think he might go for more just raw damage here.
He might, yeah.
'Cause- Okay,
But
he is going to go that X-Mount. Right, as I say it, of course he goes. Way to make me look stupid, Joel. Alright, so Behemoth Sword is going to be finished in the end. His life pool is going to jump up quite a bit. Probably near 3,000 at least. Not more. I think, yeah, definitely more, actually.
is it going to be slightly less?
He needs the Axe and Fight and the better on top of that.
Yeah,
so
but he already has the
might
250
be
health.
le-
up to
actually,
Beast Rider,
yeah.
so maybe a bit less.
That's true. He does have the beast right already. Good point. We'll see once it actually gets delivered. Anyways, it's going to be a lot. It's going to be the most in the game. How about that?
It will be, and with the regen and with the token, and the wing bow, but wing bow means a little bit less now that Silhouette has the Savage, but still, there's a whole team besides her. Can't just say, oh, she has Savage, wing bow useless, lol.
Yeah.
No, that's not how the game works.
God, look at Silhouette's damage output, man.
That's,
Oh, no! They did it again!
they're taking chances.
It was just fine. Obviously, to us, it may be amusing, but for them, they just figured maybe Silhouette's trying to make a risk there of pushing, and hey, if they get a kill, then all of a sudden they have a chance to win this game, so it's understandable, but still looked pretty funny. Oh, Silhouette actually is found here by Mage Bane, but the Genjuro is used, and get away. Okay, his 2882 life, so just shy of 3,000. Tower is doing
He literally should be out-regenning towers.
He is at this point. Top lane though, look what IG's doing. They're pushing into the base already, and actually Pebbles Porta King away quickly. Understandably, Mage Bane going in. Not gonna find anyone though,
He's confident to
unless.
keep going. He feels tanky.
Oh, Insania was actually
Vision.
caught by the Skeleton King. Here we go. There goes the Shuriken Head used on Tempest right there. The lockdown. There's the Tempest ultimate. It's going to be a full duration with that Shuriken Head. He's going to lock it down. There's the second Tempest ultimate coming right on the energy field. Beautiful placement. Down goes Mage Bane. He's going to come back up there. Wretched Knight blinks away, and Mage Bane's still looking to do something. Falcon Punch on the Pebbles in the background. The Mana Rift, it's going to end up finishing off Tempest right there. Wants to finish off Engineer. Not going to be enough, though. Meanwhile, back here, Powermaster doing a lot of work, it looks like. Looking at maybe drop Deadwood right here with some assistance. Yes, they will. But now Mage Bane out for blood, putting in those auto attacks. Going to be locked down by the Dragonfire. But now chasing the Pyromancer. Doesn't have the Mana Rift, of course, but Pyromancer going to have to kite here somehow. It is only Mage Bane, and he says, screw it, it's not going to be worth the chase. I'm going to go back to farming. Big 2 Tempest Ultimates there.
It was, and now IG even further in the lead. Mage Bane, the durability was nice. You saw he survived the 2 Tempest Ultimates, eventually died. Had to revive into the Engineer Energy Field where he tableted himself back. Managed to survive as he went for the Tempest instead. Fine, he was level 21. He needs something at this point to stop him from getting kited, whether it's a slow, whether it's a brutalizer. He needs something right now. I'd say brutalizer, honestly.
On Mage Bane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At this point, he just needs something to hold him in place. He does plenty of damage. It'll give him a little bit of extra durability and tankiness. Allow him to get those kills. Even lock down Silhouette in these fights with that massive attack speed. So, not far from it.
Oh, he blinks right into Silhouette.
Yeah.
She's going to get Jiro right away, and you see her
Look at
putting
that,
auto
forcing
attacks.
Mage Bane back.
Yep.
I would just go in and buy it too. Forget the buyback at that point.
Oh, yeah.
Buying back is just going to hold them back further. They're already just hitting so hard between the Pyro, between the Silhouette. Matching each other in level. What's actually the experience per minute? Okay.
Well, they are.
Yeah, both
25.
25. Well, Pyromancer not quite yet, but will be in like 1. There you go.
Yeah.
So.
The Legion's favor right there. I gotta see that double Tempest ultimate again. So if we do have that queued up here, let's actually take a quick look at that fight here. We get the chance. Okay, so going back to that. So again, you see Tempest. He got jumped on initially. Skeleton Kings were harassing him, so he eventually gets the one off.
Mage Bane
Where's
tried
the
to
Skeleton
box
King?
him out.
It's right there. It is not netting this whole time. And I wonder if that's because it's on cooldown or not. If that just simply was just miss micro.
Probably was on cooldown.
The second Tempest ultimate. It was just outside. It finally puts an auto attacks. I don't know, man.
You feel
I
like
mean,
it wasn't?
I know he used it going into the fight initially. What is the cooldown on the net, though? I want to say it's like 12 seconds, 15 seconds maybe?
On the net?
Maybe a little bit longer even.
It's quite some time, I thought.
And there is a chance that it actually was on cooldown. It's obviously, it's unfortunate we can't tell as a spectator, but nonetheless, as you saw right there, it wasn't able to be used. Got the double Tempest ultimate off. Silhouette barely able to live 2 in the background during that whole fight. Whatever was going on with her. IG coming out on top, of course. So the Mana Rift also it did end up sniping out Tempest, but it just made sure to kill Tempest as he was trying to teleport away. So at least still made effective use of it. But nonetheless, continuing on here, Pongor, got to be soon. And that, of course, is going to be a big deal.
20-second cooldown.
20-second cooldown. Okay. A little bit longer. Yeah, that actually makes sense then. I don't think it was 20 seconds in between then.
Shortest, as far as I know, unless you're talking about the, I'm not sure what the Ice Ogre cooldown is now. It's actually, yeah, the shortest is the Vagabond Leaders. The nuke, that's 8 seconds.
Okay.
Ice Ogre features an 8-second or 10-second shield. But yeah, anyway.
More Ice Ogres. I still can't wait to see the Snotter Boss strat.
This would take a pretty heavy heavy nerf.
Snotter Boss, man, move speed.
He's about 45 move speed to everything nearby, but yeah, it's usually
insane. Except it dies in 2 hits.
Exactly, it just dies to absolutely everything. So in any usually real game, they're not really worth it compared to the presence of creeps.
Keep her invis, exactly. You just give it invis and you're good.
You know, if the creeps had a little bit more durability too, you know, it would be an awesome creep to have. The Spore Spitter.
Spore Spitter.
The 20% slow on attack, and
yeah. Isn't there a? Didn't the Vagabond Assassin used to purge?
Still does.
Does it still?
Yeah, it just doesn't automatically purge you. You can still get it in purge.
So if you get it, you can still purge with it. Okay, that's right.
I mean,
that's right. They changed it to where it actually doesn't. It's not annoying when you're just farming it.
Yeah. I was going back and watching old VODs the other day from. And it's funny how many moments there were in competitive matches where the creeps would come out and purge.
Yeah, and you're like,
at the worst.
Kidding me?
Talk about grand finals games here, DreamHack, all these big events back then. Just
yeah,
the Vagabond Assassins just creating the worst of luck.
These are annoying.
Like, really, did those actually aggro me through the trees and then come out and creeps around me and purge me and then bash me somehow? And he didn't even have a bash ability.
Fighting for the other team? These are neutral.
You know what you're doing?
Alright, let's look at this. Hellborn team trying to find an opportunity. Those are illusions, of course. Safe to say they're aware of that. What was purchased on Patreon, by the way? Something was. What was it? No, was it there's something else. He did purchase a teleport scroll. Yes, that is true. Well, a homecoming one, I guess, but.
I don't know if there's...
God, I could have sworn I saw something. What was it? There's nothing on the... Oh, Frosted Skull, that's right. I was like sitting here, there was definitely something.
Like he's 600 gold per minute. He definitely should be...
They find Silhouette. This is big. This is big. The bound die. They catch Silhouette. He's going to fall. No buyback. He doesn't have gold for a buyback.
Oh, my God.
The game might have ended just like that.
That was finally, it paid off. Finally, after 8 times of jumping it and punching the illusion, they actually catch what they need.
Oh, no.
This is all up to Insania. This is all up to some huge elemental voids. It's not even all up to him necessarily because, you know, they have multiple ways to stop it. They don't have the Mono Rift.
Oh,
they do have 2 Skeleton Kings that hopefully they keep him back.
Yeah, you see, look at the spread by Panty. One on either side. He's like, there's no way you're catching them both. That would be a big elemental void. All right, so down goes the tower, then melee racks. I mean, what do you do for the Legion team? As you said, they need Tempest, but how much? Okay, look at their counter pushing. And their Pyromancer takes out Torture as soon as he ports in any portal he's away before the Rotten Grasp. What a strategy by IG. I'm sitting here looking at the base, but in the meantime, the counter pushing actually Mage Man gets caught. Mage Man oh no, he's going to be able to tap it away and actually will be able to
finish the racks either.
That was
fighting
big.
back and they're retreating. That was
what
huge.
Plays by IG. Wow.
What a way to salvage the game.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it could have been a horrible situation turned around.
And they get the racks themselves. How about that? They lose Mage Bane, or excuse me, they lose Silhouette with no buyback, and they're the ones that get a racks kill.
Torture, get a racks, and force them off.
That was just beautiful strategy by IG.
Decent trade. Well played by Fuzi, man.
Yeah.
Driving it hard. Whoever made the call for it, or whoever it was.
They do, yeah. I know Tempest just purchased his, but how about that? 3 sheep sticks. Tempest,
4.
Pebbles, and Pyromancer at 4.
Four
Oh,
sheep
actually,
sticks.
hold that thought, though. Magebane gets caught right here. There's 1 sheep stick, but Pebbles realizing the team support not there because back here, the Mana Rift is going to cancel Tempest out with an Elemental Void. He does have a second one. If he can get that placement, he hasn't used the Restoration Stone just yet. In the meantime, Silhouette holding her ground, putting in the auto attacks. Magebane is still alive to work. He finishes off Engineer over there, and now in the background, they do finish off Tempest before he can get that opportunity. The chase now on to Magebane. Magebane bursts! Magebane's gonna fall right there. He has this final buyback to use. He's not gonna use it though just yet. The final kill happening. Quad kill for Xibe throughout all of that.
No buyback for Tempest. He didn't get to use the Restoration Stone, so be able to use it when he pops maybe to make that cooldown a little bit quicker, and it won't be as bad. Meanwhile, they're pushing down the mid lane. Magebane does have the buyback, as you mentioned. Will they actually force the Torture sort of hiding behind them here?
Oh, he finds a friend though.
And I said 4 because of the Restoration Stone can actually sheep and then restore it and then sheep again.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Delwood in the meantime, he's going to be countered on. He will be bursted down. Magebane splits up. He does not have a Mana Rift. He's going to chase right here.
Oh,
on
the
Silhouette.
kite, the Energizer, keeping him away from the Magebane.
Yep.
Legion team cleaning people up one after the other. Are they going to go back in? Silhouette is sort of healthy, actually kind of low mana though. Enduro is up.
Tower gun. Actually, Silhouette says, you know, screw it. I'm going for the tower right here. Oh, he's going to get... This is risky,
Oh,
man.
the stun.
Nice
Not
plays
enough
right here.
damage.
Look at the Mana Rift. Oh, it's going to finish off Silhouette. He does have a buyback, but, you know, was that worth it is the question. I don't know if it was. I was sitting there like, he doesn't have illusion? I mean, very risky there. Okay.
He's testing the waters there.
There's 2 buybacks still, so not the end of the world, obviously, but actually this could open up Kongor. Wonder.
Magebane,
Goes
yeah.
for it.
Go for the Brutalizer route.
Yeah, he's no buyback, so all that gold is going towards items now.
The Rune Cleaver, what you're looking at. Will he go hard for damage? The token's going to be spawned here, though. Is he just going to... You have to make an interesting choice. You sort of have to weigh it, and... Probably he has to get rid of the Rune Cleaver. Will he actually go for the token? It seems like something would be worth it, but he's going to be hitting...
Give it to
less.
Hag,
Yeah, they have
maybe.
Wretched
I
Hag,
think they're
exactly.
gonna
You have
Hag.
the Wretched Hag with the Hellflower, almost a Grimoire. It's easier, and let your Magebane get the damage, because he's already so tanky. That makes more sense.
Huh. And bananas,
oh,
that's
the
true.
bananas,
Yeah,
that's
feel you.
right.
Going bananas. Yeah.
I feel like so Magebane's making a point there that he wants his items. He wants to be able to do damage. If he gets enough more, maybe we'll see an all-in kind of pickup.
Yeah. This is the final game here of the group stages for Group B, at least. A lot is on the line. IG, if they win, they finish first place, get that bye in the first round of the brackets. If Locomotives wins, though, they get second place, and IG falls all the way to third place as a result. So, still both moving on, but it's just a matter of wearing those seedings and determines who your opponents are for that first round matchup. Very important in the bracket stage. Gonna come down to this. Is the Magebane, is Jolem gonna be enough? Wretched Hag also a big factor, of course. The Sheepstick, the light brand of hers, on top of the Hellflower and Shrunken. Frostfield played on Pyromancer, jeez.
Just insane damage. Grimoire gonna come into play there as well. Is it time for him to replace that Rune Cleaver, perhaps?
Yeah. I mean, he sells it here. He definitely has gold for anything, really, so.
Yeah, anything in the game. And he has no buybacks.
Yeah.
It is nice for pushing out these lanes, though, isn't it?
It is,
Look at
yeah.
this.
So he's still using it right now, so it's definitely not, it makes sense. But at the same time, you know, we've seen it before where they do this and then they get caught, they die with 5,000 gold and no buybacks. And it's like, why? So I definitely hope for his sake that he does actually use one. Now look at this, though. He sends the illusions into the middle lane. He's gonna, they do a lot of damage, man. They are gonna despawn, though. Okay, he does buy Demonic Breastplate here.
Inside the demonic or
There's
charge
a
or
jump.
something. But it's
Pyromancer, pretty tanky though. Tempest comes in. The Elemental Void. It is going to be a full duration mana. Finally cancels, but the damage is already done. Gets Magebane with a second one. He's going to fall, and that should officially do it. Internet gangsters. It looks like they are going to pull through and finish first place here in Group B, which does mean, again, they will get a bye in that first round of the bracket stage tomorrow. Very, very important. So congratulations to them as they finish with that 3-1 record. As far as Locomotives is concerned, they will finish third place. So still moving on, but they finished third place overall instead of that second place. So maybe a little bit tougher of a matchup in that first round, of course. So congratulations to IG.
Well played. I mean, excellent job by Loco as well, dragging that game out.
Yeah.
Almost making the comeback. Some clutch moments right when the Silhouette died. Could you believe it?
Yeah.
They got the kill, and so they got the Rex when they were down their major player in Silhouette. Just an incredible game back and forth.
I thought, I'm sitting there, I'm not calling the GGs necessarily, but you look at that, it's like, okay, this is going to be huge now for Locomotives. In fact, with the 6-minute delay, it's actually happening on stream right now, sure enough, as we're talking about it. But anyways, before you know it, Pyromancer is pushing the top lane, kills Torturer, and then takes out the melee racks, and then Hellborn team retreats after that. So, again, the fact that they lost Silhouette with no buyback and still got a melee racks out of it, it's just well played on their part.
One thing I wanted to note is Mage Bane. He actually bought the Demonic, sold it, and then he bought the, I'm not sure if he's going to go switch to a charge instead, but he bought the Demonic, sold it, had only the Warp Clef going into the final fight, but it didn't matter, honestly. In the end, guys, you can say whatever you want. Oh, why did you do the bill? He's probably had something in mind. He already saw the Bulwark. I know he's probably going for a Charge Hammer, just screwed up on buying it, and then he was going to the fight. He got locked down in the Elemental Void anyway. It would not have changed a damn thing. So, yeah.
Actually, well, let's take a look, actually. Power replay. We can see real quickly of maybe if we can catch that here. So he has a Warp Clef at this point already. So he is going back in with 4,800 gold on him. But again, it was just the initiation was just big. There's the second hole.
He's just trying to make something happen. It doesn't matter. The Elemental Void catching it.
And look at Hag too in that got caught by the energy field. She was silenced that whole time basically.
Yeah, didn't do a thing. Banana's still up in the end. Token didn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he should have went the token instead of the Rune Cleaver and just been there at the start of the fight. Even so, they had a mammoth advantage. Winning that fight would have been a miracle. Yeah. And not able to pull it out.
Yeah, and of course the GGs come out shortly after that. So Internet Gangsters, they do take the game, a hell of a game indeed. And again, that means they are they finished 3-1 of the group stages, which does get them first place actually.
Impressive.
With the they tie with Team USA of course, but they won the head-to-head matchup. So that's why they move on for the first place. That means Team USA going to be second place. And then, of course, Locomotives finishing in third place here in Group B. So BRB 3 minutes, and, of course, VDT not going to be moving on to the bracket stage.
Champions of Group A to be determined tomorrow between Lions and
Too Much Sugar, of course. Too Much Sugar and Lions are going to be playing earlier on tomorrow. So, again, when we find out information on that, we'll pass it along to you guys. And there might even be a chance for you to cast it depending on when and where it is. So, we'll see.
We can actually – that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It's a possibility, guys. So, but we'll see. We'll see come tomorrow, of course. So, with that said, if anything, at the very least, of course, we'll start with the bracket stage. And that is set to start at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, 1800 Central European Time, as was the same today and even yesterday. So, man, things are moving along very nicely here in the HoN Invitational. Sponsored by you, the HoN cast subscribers at home. Definitely doing work from you guys. So I really do appreciate it. And again, if you do want to become a subscriber, it's $4.99 a month. It's a subscribe to the HoNcast channel. You get a lot of benefits out of it, from emoticons to obviously a lot of shout-outs, a lot of giveaway opportunities.
You can spam Breaky's face. That's pretty much the best
thing.
Spam
my face in chat.
other channels as well.
But at what cost? And some other things. So, no, and on top of that, it is supporting the HoN competitive scene, which we all know and love here.